Obviously the main kind of gossip around the water cooler is Derek Brunson versus Kevin Holland, and I tweeted out going into the fight that Kevin Holland is the most entertaining man in the UFC, which I stick by that. But it's not. It's only entertaining if he's winning, right? Like everything, the antics that he does only works if he's winning. And I didn't know this, but apparently he was on Rogan and on JRE and mentioned that he doesn't train wrestling. Yeah, I didn't know that. If that is the case, or if he's just talking shit, trying to be funny like he always is, his ceiling is so low because you're going to get through the guys that you've gotten through with no wrestling. Obviously, Jacare got him down. He knocked him out from guard. But outside of that, and that's an old Jacare. Jacare is 900 years old. But outside that, you're getting a certain level where these top 10, top 12, even really most guys in top 15, once they find out that you're that deficient in wrestling, you're fucked, man. You're fucked. So as much as I love Kevin Holland, it could be a dicey road. And this is the UFC in a nutshell. We were watching the green room, and Malik and Justin and Stevie don't know UFC that well, but they like Kevin Holland. Like, oh, I like this guy. Kevin Holland is basically Malik if he's a UFC fighter. So, skinny legs, no wrestling, very similar. Same personality, loud, talks a lot, funny. So Malik goes, what do you think is going to happen? I go, well, if he has no wrestling, he's just going to get taken down for 5 rounds. It's not going to be an exciting fight. Remember, I told y'all must have forgot. Last week, I said Kevin Holland's going to struggle in wrestling. Derek Brunson's keep taking him down unless he lands that mystery, punch from the bottom or a knee or something like that. Derek Brunson's going to win via decision. You're welcome. You won money. That's not hating on Kevin Holland, but Derek Brunson's been in there with some monsters. He's on a winning streak, and he can kind of do it all. He's seen it all, man. Kevin Holland's so deficient in wrestling that, again, his ceiling's so low. You can't go that many places if you're just that bad at wrestling. You just can't, especially in the middleweight division. Everyone's good at everything there, especially in the top 15. So where it gets dicey, and after he lost that fight, Malik and Justin go, so what's the UFC do with him now? They just toss him into the striker because all he knows is strike. If they want to invest in Kevin Holland, they could pick and choose fights for him that he would be a favorable matchup. I don't think they're going to do that. If you saw the reaction from Dana White, there's video online of him being like, I can't watch this anymore. And he gets up and walks out. I think during the 3rd or 4th round. So if the UFC wants to invest in Kevin Holland, which it doesn't sound like they want to, and remember, the only reason he got a shot is because he was a last-minute replacement coming off the Contender Series. They call him the Mouth, That's what Dana called him, is the Mouth. So he got a shot. They didn't think he'd go on this win streak. He did. Obviously, he was the fighter of the year last year, being so active. Him or Hamzat. But you could probably go with Kevin because he stayed more active. So, if the UFC wants to play ball and invest in Kevin Holland, they're going to give him some favorable matchups. If they don't, this is how Kevin Holland's story ends. If they don't, the guy's ranked, I think, 11 now. He'll drop after his loss to Derek Brunson, still be in the top 15. Maybe they have him at 14 or 15. Have they updated the rankings? Did they just completely take him out of the rankings?
I don't see him. Let me refresh. Brunson's at 7.
Brunson's at 7.
Yeah, I don't see him here.
And he's out of there. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. 10. He's in.
He's at 10.
Yeah, 10.
Well, he won't be. I think they update him on Tuesday. So I would assume he drops to like 13 or 14. So, his trajectory could end like this. If the UFC's in the game of Kevin Holland, they're going to give him someone like Brad Tavares or Edmund. Edmund would be a great matchup for him. Edmund would be a great matchup for him. A kid who wants to strike with him and fancy himself a striker. Brad can wrestle, but fancies himself a brawler. So either one of those two would be a fun matchup for him. I think Edmund's probably the way to go coming off a loss. Especially they both lost to Brunson, so Edmund makes the most sense there. I actually love that fight.
Edmund's booked right now, but yeah,
Who's Edmund fighting?
I have it here somewhere.
Did they just announce it?
Yeah,
Okay.
very brand new. Jack Hermanson.
Jesus.
I know.
They're not doing many favors, are they? I actually like Edmund in that fight. But still, they're not doing many favors, especially after loss to Jeff Brunson. That's the UFC, though, man. You know, if you're Conor McGregor and you pull huge numbers and give you favorable matchups, but if not, you're kind of at the mercy of the fucking talent pool. So you're in the UFC. You got to be able to beat everybody. But again, the point is about Kevin Holland, it could end like this. Let's say they give him Omari, that monster at number 13 who can wrestle his ass off. Or they give him Chris Weidman, a guy who can wrestle his ass off. It just, you look at 0-2 and the talking's not cute anymore. It turns people off. So we're going to see what they think of Kevin Holland. We really will. Now, if they want to do him solids, there's fun matchups. Uriah Hall would be fun. He's obviously not going to take him down. Edmund would be a great one, even though he has a matchup. Brad Tavares would be a fun one, even though he can wrestle. But outside that, man, he ain't beating anybody. He's just not. He's just not. And it's sad to see. It's sad to see, man. And for Brunson, he just did what he had to do. I don't think he was on that night. He looked a little off, got really tired. But with his skill set, he could be at a C and still beat Kevin Holland. Well, that's the case. You ain't beating anybody in the top 10, my man. But still, he's one of the most entertaining guys, dancing. Everybody's his friend. He's talking to Khabib. I like it because it's different, but I like it when he's winning. When you start to lose, we've seen this with Conor McGregor. We've seen this with other Darren Till. These guys who talk all this shit, and we're like, yeah, this is fun. Good or bad, people are paying attention. But when you start to lose, it's just not cute. Colby Covington, another guy, when he loses, you just get a bunch of shit. Ben Askren, So it's just going to depend what the UFC wants to do with him. It really is, man. Because he could be, give him a horrible matchup. He gets a straight wrestler, loses to him via decision again, or boring decision. So he's 0-2. They give him one more, loses that one. Then you're out, man. Then you're, fighting fucking overseas, and the American audience is going to forget about you. So they got to play it careful there.